it's the Road to Omaha. I mean, it's the NCAA College World Series, but when you go to these clubhouses across the country, they have it just says Road to Omaha, like from different like maps from their home to here, like distances, like they have like the state of Nebraska with like a dime, like a star. So like it's the destination, and I think that's what we're proud of, is that it says Omaha on it. So yeah.
Hello and welcome to The Book Drop, Omaha Public Library's podcast about books, our community, and the joy of reading. I'm Maggie Peterson. I'm the Outreach Manager for Omaha Public Library, and I'm joined as always by
Amy Ballard, the Partnerships Manager for Omaha Public Library. So we have two special guests with us today. One I work with every day, and one who I don't. And I'm so excited, but she shares my name. So special guest, would you introduce yourself?
Yes. I'm Amy Hornocker. I'm the Executive Director of College World Series, Inc. And so all Amy's are cool.
All Amy's are cool. I love it. And who I'm working with, one of my favorite librarians. Who are you?
I am Jess Vermuelen. I'm one of the Genealogy and Local History Librarians here at Central.
I love it. And I have Jess here today because she knows a lot more about baseball than I do. But I'm actually so excited to learn more. I've been asking a lot of people questions over the past couple weeks. I mean, this has been planned for a while.
Yeah.
But I was fascinated and didn't know, or maybe I forgot, that the manager of this Central Library is also a College World Series fan, and he has season tickets.
Oh,
and I was like,
gosh.
You do?
And how long has he had them?
I actually don't know. I need to find out.
They are coveted because we haven't been able to offer them in the last 4 years. Yeah, they and a lot of times the only way they can be transferred is they're passed down through families. So some people have had these tickets since, I think only on our records we have to the 70s. But when you talk to them, they'll say, "Oh, I've had it since the 1950 was the first year it was here." We just don't have those records. But yeah, and then it's like I used to go with my grandma or my grandpa, and yeah, so it's kind of cool to hear so many stories.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And then Jess, have you been to the College World Series?
I have. I've been to a handful of games. I moved here in 2022, so I can't remember which ones I've been to, but I think I've been every year.
Okay.
Since I've lived here.
I love it. It's so cool. I love it. So I think my first question is tell me a little bit more about, I mean, you told us your name.
Yeah.
You're the executive director.
Yeah.
It is a nonprofit. So the College World Series is a nonprofit organization that oversees this big event. And I was telling you earlier that we have events here, but you have a really big event.
Yeah. So it's interesting. We are a nonprofit. We're governed by a board of directors, and it's a large board. There's 22 of them, and they're mostly made up of local people that are on part of different businesses or entities. We have the contract with the NCAA, and this is their national championship, but we don't have a stadium. So then we have another agreement with Mecca to run Charles Schwab Field, and then I'm not police, fire, or public works or any of that. So then we have another agreement with the city.
Right.
So when we talk about all the moving parts, and then we have two co-hosts. To host a national championship, you have to have a NCAA member institution. So Creighton has been our co-host since 1950.
Wow.
And then last year we added University of Nebraska at Omaha. They've been helping us in the background for a long time, so we just kind of made it official.
Yeah. No,
so
awesome.
a lot of people play a role in this. So
yeah. So how long have you been with College World Series?
So this is year 9 for me, but I've been in my role. This will be my 4th College World. Time flies.
Yeah, it certainly does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and what was your journey? I read a little bit about your bio. So you have definitely some sports in your spirit and love.
Yes. I was one of those people that I played sports, and I played all my friends are playing. I just loved the whole thing about it. I was never really very good at anything. So when I went to school, I was the undecided And I had an advisor that's like, well, we have this sports management program. So I went down that path and I worked in the football office. I went to Iowa State and worked in the football office there. And I actually have a really long history with this event because I was an intern and I can date myself, I don't care, 2005. So at Rosenblatt. And then I was with the sports commission here in Omaha for 10 years and then came back over to the staff. So yeah, a long history. And then going back in time, my first time at the series, I was a baseball manager in high school. Yeah. And in Iowa, you play summer baseball. So we were at a tournament in Sioux City, Iowa, and came down with the team. So in 1998, so I'll have that sign in my office because that was like the first time. So it's a really long history in many different ways that I've been involved in the event. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Jess, so I'm going to ask you. So where did your love of baseball come from?
I don't know. I mean, I'm a Cardinals fan. I'll say that. I'll start off with that. I grew up kind of in the outskirts of St. Louis by like an hour and a half. So that was my closest team. But I started playing softball when I was in 4th grade, I think. And I'm a big lover of sports, lover of sports movies. I mean, A League of Their Own is probably
love it.
part of my DNA somehow. But yeah, I mean, ever since I started playing softball and playing volleyball and stuff, I have a competitive spirit, but also like what you were saying, like the team sort of aspect is part of why I like to play sports too. So.
I love that. So I did do a little homework because librarians do like to do a little homework. So it sounds like College World Series started in Michigan. Is that right?
It was, yes, Kalamazoo. And then it was there 2 years before it moved to Wichita.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is they were at the time in Omaha, they were building Omaha Municipal Stadium, which later became Rosenblatt. And they were trying to get minor league baseball. And then they thought, well, why couldn't we do this too? So they went down. It wasn't making any money in Wichita. Came up here, and then for 12 years, it still wasn't making any money. But what Omaha does best is the community and like the local business people like rallied around it, and it's just been upwards ever since.
I love that. And that's actually, I am not an Omaha native or a Nebraska native, and that's exactly why I love Omaha, is because they will rally around what's important. And I think that's so cool.
Yeah, and we don't have professional sports teams, so the amateur stuff it interests them, and then over the years everybody's had their favorites, and they love it, and they also love a Cinderella, which we'll get at least 2 this year. Will be here for the first time ever.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, so you're gonna have to remind me. I don't know who was even made it.
So they haven't. They're playing super regionals. There's 16 teams left, so they play super regionals this weekend. But there's 2. Cal Poly plays West Virginia. Neither one has been in, and then Little Rock and oh my gosh, Troy, out of Troy, Alabama. So they play each other. So, and the way the bracket works is they'll play, the winner of both those games will play here. So somebody's going to win their first CWS game ever.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So, and we have a lot of the same teams that come here year after year.
LSU.
LSU. Also, and and they're still, Ole Miss is still in the, Mississippi State and Ole Miss are still in the mix. So that will be good. But yeah, so but nobody from last year is still in. So these will be 8 new teams plus 2 never been here before, which is crazy.
So we don't know who those 2 are yet.
Not yet. We will probably latest Monday, because weather's going to be great everywhere else.
I already know who I'm rooting for because you mentioned a team that I was like, oh my gosh, that's where I grew up. West Virginia.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh. And they are going to be so fun if they make it. Because they have some really cool traditions and their fan bases.
I may have to go.
Yeah.
You sure tickets available still?
Yes, there are. Yeah. Yes.
I am totally going.
Yep.
Oh, maybe you can go with me.
I would love to.
Okay, let's make a date.
I have a funny story about Ole Miss.
Yeah.
I'm not really an Ole Miss fan, and neither was my husband. But so he moved here like a couple months before I got was able to get here. And so that happened during like the College World Series. So he just went to the tournament by himself. He had an Ole Miss hat.
Okay.
He wore it and then met this group of alumni that just basically like wrapped their arms around him and took him in and started like feeding him stories to tell about like campus and like where they would go to eat and stuff. And I'm just like, oh, only you would be able to do that. Like just walk into a bar and meet these people.
That's awesome though. And that's what we hear too. Like we have people that are like, we met these guys from TCU and we go to their wedding. Like people make like lifelong relationships. They sit by them or they tailgate with them and then they like become lifelong friends. So.
Right. Yeah. And that's what Spade that used to work for Omaha Public Library. She has, I'm pretty sure, season tickets too.
Probably.
And she talks about like tailgating and just like they see the regulars every year. And the tailgating is where your husband, I mean, that was a bar, but like that's where all those shared connections happen, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot of good stories out there.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Do you have a favorite coming in or can you say?
I'm not really allowed to say, but we obviously will love anybody new. But a lot of with Ole Miss and Mississippi State. So Mississippi State opened us up after COVID. So in 2021, and we didn't know what to expect because we were at one point at limited capacities. But they showed up. And it wasn't a thing. And and then the next year Ole Miss won. So it was like we were like, who can top Mississippi State? And then Ole Miss came in and they were like, we'll try. So they're all very fun. So
Oh my gosh, I love it. So when I think of College World Series, I think any sports like venue, I want to talk about food for a moment. Is there like a favorite like everybody this is known to get at College World Series? I have no idea.
Yeah, so Wednesday before we kick off, we have like a media availability. It used to be a press conference, but now it's we just do some questions but really the only reason the media comes is because after that is they debut all like the new things that they're in the concession. So I'm not them. They don't let me. It's all secrets till then. So, but there's a lot. I mean, they have. I like the little mini donuts. I guess they got a new location, so I'll have to find that. But they have like all the normal like hot dogs, hamburgers. The ice cream's very popular because it's hot. So.
Totally.
They're always switching it up, but they will have some fun spins on things.
Well, I kind of love that. I didn't know that was actually like a big deal. Yeah, that's awesome. I lived in Washington, D.C. for several years. So like if I would go to the stadium there's always like Ben's Chili Bowl or whatever, they sort of the things that always are around that people love and eat. But we should try to figure out if we can get menus or we collect restaurant menus. And we definitely need this for our Nebraska reference collection.
Yeah, that would be something. I don't think we have any concession menus.
Yeah, I know that would be super fun.
Interesting. Yeah. One year they had like a giant tater tot. But like, and they only offered like so many a game. So they have fun. Just like our grounds crew, because he comes up with the design of the field every year.
Oh, cool.
So they like sit back there and have a contest and stuff, and so we never know till we get there what he decides to do.
Love it. Mm-hmm. That's so fun.
Yeah.
Do you love like this time of the I know it's stressful because event planning is stressful, but I could just feel the joy from you right now. You're like, let's go.
Yeah, it's fun. And then like all the people, like we have a team that works at the NCAA that we see like 3 times a year. So they're like all of our friends. So they'll be here. So it is a lot of work, but we have a lot of fun. And
that's great. Yeah. Okay. So when do you take time off? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm blessed. I have some friends that have a house in the lakes in Minnesota. So like a couple weeks after, I'm like, bye. I'm gonna go get on a boat and
peace out.
Yeah. So yes,
no, I love it. Oh my God, that's so great. Also, what I think about with College World Series, I'm like, the storms are coming.
Yeah.
Yes, I was at Channel 7 yesterday, and they were like, "Do you like Bill Ramby or do you not?" And I'm like, "Depends on if his sleeves are rolled up, right?" Like,
That's hilarious.
yeah. So, yeah, we're always going to deal with it. We have I was telling you earlier that we have an opening event with all the teams, and we're lucky enough to get to do it at the zoo. It is a closed event. It's just for the teams, but we would love it if we could get rain-free for that. I mean, especially because we have so many fun things planned, and that makes us sad when that doesn't happen. But yeah.
And you said that if you can get that in, everything else is movable.
We'll figure it out. Don't tell TV that I said that, but yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But it always happens every year. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What in your just over the past few years, as you've been seeing all of the stories and all the communities sort of rally around this, like, what are your most favorite memories of like families or people seeing a game for the first time? Or you talked about those folks who come to teams that come to the College World Series for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's fun. A few years ago, we had Oral Roberts here. They actually play in the same conference as UNO, but it was their first time here, and just seeing them get off their bus for the first time and going in the stadium, it's pretty cool. It's where everybody strives to be. We always say we see so many things from around the country because it's the road to Omaha. I mean, it's the NCAA College World Series, but when you go to these clubhouses across the country, they have. It just says road to Omaha, like from different like maps from their home to here, like distances, like, they have like the state of Nebraska with like a dime, like a star. So like it's the destination. And I think that's what we're proud of is that it says Omaha on it. So,
yeah.
So that's cool. But some of my favorite memories, I think, we had one year where we were honoring, military people from like 4 different conflicts. So like all ages. So that was like, I don't know, it was just very emotional to see like their reception of them. And I talked a little bit about COVID the year because 2020 we didn't have the College World Series.
So hard.
It was like that was the year where we figured out when you work on this year round, you forget about like how many people play a role in it. And so when it didn't happen, it was like everyone is calling you, like, and all from the people that just like sewed the patches on the uniforms to like fireworks, and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot to call him, or her. So so many people, and so it was just weird. So that opening that back up it took a couple years to get fully back to it, but that was pretty crazy.
Right. So the College World Series was at Rosenblatt for many, many, many years. And I know that was probably a tough transition for a lot of folks. And I remember I moved here in 2008 and there were so many signs in here that said Rosenblatt. And I'm like, who's Rosenblatt? I really understand what was happening.
You're like, what happened?
I know. And then I actually remember going there. I was on the board of Douglas County Historical Society, and we were doing stories because I think it might have been the last year there, which was so interesting. And it was such the stadium was like, yep, this has been a well-worn stadium. But I'm so glad where it is now because it's such a huge activated area now, and we need an upgrade, just like the library needed an upgrade. You know? And
it was. I mean, I was an intern there, and it's so much a part of our history. And it was such a vibe. I guess. I mean, like it was so cool. But like you mentioned, we were having teams come here that were playing in beautiful facilities, and this was the pinnacle. And I know I wasn't on staff then, but they looked at a lot of things of fixing that. But ultimately, the move was made, and twofold to have this, to keep this longer, but also to activate the North Downtown, which it's doing. So it's great, and we still have the zoo was able to get that space back for parking. And there's still home plate's still there.
Right.
The foul poles are still there. So it's visited a lot during our event. So it's cool. It's just,
and you have your event there too.
Yes.
And it's a nice nod back to like the history.
Yep. And it's hard. People still have strong feelings about it. But we are starting to come into a time where the kids, there wasn't a Rosenblatt. So, anyways, we'll just keep trying to get better because there are people that are, that like want me to, that are probably like poking my eyes out.
Right. Okay. So I haven't been to College World Series, and there's probably a few that might listen to this podcast like, well, I haven't either. No, I want to go. So what would you tell like a first timer like myself? Yeah. Well,
and even if you don't like baseball, that's what we always say. So even if you don't go in, like I have friends that don't go in, they just come down because the atmosphere is awesome and everything that pops up around it. It's just a good time. I feel like there's something from everyone, for everyone from like the old market now to like, we're talking millwork. So, I think that's what we always want to say is just come experience it.
Yeah. It's fun. I would imagine, like I have been to a lot of sports, things in DC, and it is fun to be around people who are really into it and just the whole crowd. And you're like, yeah, I feel it. I feel the energy.
And people are coming from all over the country. So that's part of it too. You get to see all these folks from California to West Virginia to Mississippi, and they're all over the place, and they're just repping their team. It's cool.
Yeah. Wow. We also, which kind of gets lost sometimes, but is a huge piece of this, is there's two pretty large youth tournament baseball things that go on around the tournament. So there's like at least almost 1,000 teams coming in and out of here, youth teams that are playing on fields around the city, just so that they can then like go to the games as well. So like the future fans and the future baseball kids, they're everywhere. You see them.
I love that.
Yeah, I feel bad for their parents' checkbooks or whatever, but like, cause I'll see them go in there and buy bats that I don't know how much they cost. But and like all the gear and
man.
So
I think my nephew bought a pair of Oakleys when he was here a few years ago, and my husband chipped in to help him get him. Like, don't tell me about it.
Don't tell me about it. It's a good memory. It's a great memory.
That's all I need to say.
And I just think about these kids are, hopeful College World Series players, and these College World Series players are hopeful, like professional. You know?
Right. Yeah.
It's all a big journey for everyone.
Yeah. And that makes me think of just something proud of community wise. We have this grant program that we do for local baseball and softball fields. And we just got to go over to Boyd Park, which is where Central High School plays. So they just have a brand new baseball softball field. It's beautiful in North Omaha. And so to get us to grow the sport in that part of the city, and hopefully like they'll be on a roster just, and they're just right down the road. So to help like a legacy of continue to build the sport is another mission of ours. So
I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, it was really cool to be a part of. I was like, this is like, everyone's like, what's your favorite part of your job? Like, you get to see all the games. And I'm like, I kind of like to do this stuff to see like use the platform.
That is so great. I love that.
Yeah.
My gosh, I'm so glad that you are the ED of College World Series. Named Amy.
Yeah. Yes, obviously.
Well, how about we get into some titles? Is there anything else that we didn't touch upon?
I think this come on down. We have a lot of exciting, I think, open practice. I did just to push open practice day on Thursday because it's free and open to anyone. So it starts at 9 and goes to about 5, and all 8 teams will practice.
And what day is that?
That's on the Thursday before. So Thursday the 11th. I think.
Yeah.
And then Fan Fest will be open. But that's, you don't have to have a ticket to come to that. So that's open for everyone, and you can see all the exciting stuff there. And then we were lucky enough to we had a local donor provide us. We're going to do a drone show for the first time. So at post game game 2, so Friday night, it's it's an America 250, but also baseball flair. So we have not ever done a drone show. So like 400 drones. So will be really cool to see.
Wow.
But then throughout we'll just have, there's a bunch of stuff we do. We have a heroes night, a teacher appreciation night. So kids run the bases is always a good one. So yep.
So much to do.
So much to do. Yep.
Fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm also excited to hear about both of your picks since you are baseball people, books, movies, resources, everything else. So Amy, we'll kick it. We'll have you start.
I know I thought about this and I was like, I don't know about a baseball book, but then we were talking about the Field of Dreams movie, which is based off of Shoeless Joe. So that was because I brought a couple books and I was like, oh, I'm bad. They're not baseball like themed. But so that was the book that I thought of. I mean, obviously I'm also an Iowa girl, so it's twofold with that movie.
I love it.
Yeah.
No, that's a good movie. And I was like, oh, of course it would be based on a book. I didn't know, but I was just like, I love Field of Dreams.
Yes. Yep. That's a good one.
Yeah. I could watch it over and over and over again. It's one of those ones you just love.
Yeah. And it's also like homeward bound for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can watch the whole thing and you can be so happy, but at the end you're gonna cry no matter what.
I know.
Like, there's nothing you can do but cry at the end of that movie.
Yes.
We do every time we watch it.
I know.
Yes, for sure. And it's time.
It's about the season. Yes.
Field of Dreams and Twister.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I've also been to that. Obviously, they filmed that in Iowa too. I've been to that house, or it's like a bed and breakfast, I think.
Oh, really?
And it's been multiple tornado hit, and so I'm like, who stays here? Like, not me.
I don't know where the house is. Is that?
It's like in Eastern. I can't remember. I just remember we were going somewhere and we stopped. So I think it's like Eastern Iowa.
Yeah.
I'll look that up, but it's been a while.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So what books?
I'm reading this cover. I'm reading this one right now. I was given to me by it's a leadership book about it's called Legacy by James Kerr. I've just kind of started it, but I
love leadership books with sports.
Yeah, it's about the All Blacks who are like New Zealand rugby and like the way they can teach you about business and life. So I really can't. It's been good so far. Okay, so I just brought it since I was somebody. It's been recommended to me. So. And then the one I brought, my friend got me this. It's The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. Have you ever read this? It's like mostly like there's a lot of good art, but it's about love and kindness and how loving all your people and stuff. And which the mole loves to eat cake. So, and it's just basically they're all it's like one person, but all different like aspects of their personality.
Oh my gosh. It's so cute.
And it's really quick read and art. So
it's beautiful. But
those are what I brought.
I love it.
Not baseball, but
I know,
still.
but you love Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
Is there any other like sports themed movies that you love?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm like on the spot.
No, I know, right?
Yeah.
Jess, how about you? What you got for us?
Oh, I have a few things. I'm a big fan of a lot of things baseball, but I already talked about A Field of Dreams. It's one of my favorite movies ever. And when we had our daughter 2 years ago, it was on the TV in the hospital.
Oh my gosh.
So I had my daughter's asleep, but I like to say that was her first movie, and I'm going to remind her of that forever. Yeah. This is like my favorite movie. But that's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend. I'm sure you both have seen it.
Yes.
But it's based on the true story of the All-American Professional Girls Baseball League forming during World War II after a bunch of young men were drafted into the war. And it's based on an actual real player. Her name's Dorothy Dottie. Kemenchak, I think is her name. I have to look at it again. But
I saw this year the Texas Tech softball team had uniform. They're pink. And I was like, they looked so good. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
That's so funny that you just brought up Texas Tech. I was going to sort of do a subtle pitch to folks, but I guess it'll be over by then, by the time this airs. Yeah. I'm all about the women's college world series right now. And the head coach for Texas Tech, Jerry Glasgow, was my high school softball coach.
No
way.
Yeah. So I'm a big rooting for them. They're already down by 1 in the series, but hopefully they'll come back.
And I have no idea where they play.
They play in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
So they have a long-term agreement down there. I have always wanted to go, but they're obviously playing right now, like at our busiest time. So I haven't got to go. They have come up here, they're organizers, but it's so many good things and it's growing so fast in popularity. So they're going to do a bunch of, they're also going to host the Olympics down there. So Olympics, even though it's LA, they're going to have rowing and they have Olympic rowing too in Oklahoma City. And people don't probably know that, but, and softball in Oklahoma City. And so they're doing a bunch of really upgrades, but anyways, I get off topic, but that's really small. That's so cool.
It's a small world. And it's funny because it's in the exact rematch of last year, Texas Tech versus Texas in the championship. And I just hope that Texas Tech can pull it off because it's so wild, like watching my high school coach be on that stage. And I'm just like, he hasn't changed at all. It's been like a long time since I've seen him, but that's him. And there he is.
Wow. That's amazing. I love it. Yeah. Very cool. What else you got for us?
Well, I also have, I want to talk about the Baseball 100. Have you heard of that book? It's by, I have to find my notes here. I get lost really easily. Joe Pisnaski. I basically bought that book for my husband for Christmas a few years ago, but it was like one of those gifts that you give, but it's really actually for yourself.
Oh, yes.
Good job, Jess.
Yes.
Like how my mom always gives my dad birdhouses. It's like, okay.
I love those kind of gifts.
Right. So I got him that because I wanted it for our home library, but it's a really great book. Basically, this prolific sports journalist, Joe Pisnaski, he basically highlights 100 of the best players in the sport. And these come down to essentially his opinion of the players, but the way he ranks them, the book is laid out number 100 all the way to 1. And they're just really beautiful profiles of each of the sport, each of the players. So it's not just like stats and like game reminiscences or whatever. It's like
the people,
narrative nonfiction sort of really great, compelling storytelling about these guys who some people will know and some people won't know. And Bob Gibson, Omaha, he's number 45 in the book. So he's in there. And it's just interesting to see like who he picks as their top 10. And I think you'd be surprised at some of them. So,
okay.
That's
cool. A good book. And I love the pace of it. You can just read about one player or you can like spend a couple hours reading, but it's like a coffee table book.
I love it.
Not really. So.
Right. No, that sounds great.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to check it out in the library.
Do You'll have to wait because I actually just checked it out because I was looking through it in preparation for this.
Yeah.
And that's the good thing about being in a library. It's like, okay, I can just go grab that real quick.
Right.
Even though it's at home, I'm just going to get this one that I have here.
Yeah.
So.
Same. I've done that before.
Yeah.
All right. And you said it.
Well, I could keep going.
No, you keep going. I feel like mine is, I only have a couple and we've already named one.
It's very popular.
I was talking about A League of Their Own, and I just kind of, because I'm in local history and genealogy, I just love to plug some collections that people can go and see. Like the AAPBL, they have a lot of collections. A lot of their materials are kind of scattered through different collections. So one place is the Grand Valley State University in Michigan. They've got oral histories from the original women who joined the league, which is really cool.
That's amazing.
And you can just get on their website and watch all the histories and stuff and just hear in their own words about their experience. And then Winthrop University, which I guess is in South Carolina, they have a really robust collection that you can learn about. Then, of course, the Baseball Hall of Fame, they have a collection for AAP GL. And if you haven't been on that website, there's a lot of really great digital collections and like museum exhibits that are online that any baseball fan can just log in and check out, which I did a lot of that in college when I was getting my master's. And it was just like, because one of my term papers was I picked the AAPGL folks for one of my subjects, and it was just all over the website for the Hall of Fame. Also, like, if I had to pick a dream job outside of this job that I already have,
right, which is one of your dream jobs,
yes, I would be an archivist for the collections at the Hall of Fame, the Baseball Hall of Fame.
And where is the Baseball Hall of Fame?
Cooperstown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know you're like, Amy, it's Cooperstown.
They are, yeah. They're working on a college one. They are working on a college one. It won't be here, but it'll be in Kansas City. But yeah, that is in progress.
Oh, that's very cool.
It's part of an existing center they have down there. So yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Keep us posted on that. Yeah.
Yeah. And it made me think, so as part of Juneteenth celebrations all over the city, it goes alongside the College World Series this year. So they're doing they're bringing in some people from the Negro League.
Oh, nice.
And then like a friend of the series, he's a Hall of Fame coach from Grambling. So he'll be here. He's 90. He loves Omaha. He did youth clinics with us for years. But he'll be here with a bunch of other people, and I don't have it in front of me. So that stinks. But they're going to do a talk and as part of all the festivities in North Omaha.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a link, you can send it to me, and I'll add it to our show notes for sure.
Yeah, and I have your email now.
Okay, so great. No, perfect. It's perfect. I told her, I was like, cool. We're all going to come. I'm bringing the staff back for a tour when we get done with this. Because they were all like, where are you going? The library? Just leave us here. I'm like, sorry.
Let me know when you're going to be here. Yes, I can pull the clipping files for the World Series that we have in our collection.
I also think that if you have an extra zine of...
Oh, yeah. Because I don't know why I'm obsessed with, I have like just this obsession with baseball. And once I realized that Bob Gibson was from Omaha, it was right when I was starting like in my role as a librarian here. And we have a really cool zine collection. I'm like, I'm going to make a zine about Bob Gibson.
And she did.
And I
did.
And I'm like, I like hand them out to people.
Okay. So we're going to make sure you go on.
Cool.
Yeah. I love it.
Super.
Yeah. Okay,
your turn.
Oh, my turn. Okay, so all of my books are really just what people recommended to me that I will want to read. So it's like, I haven't read them. So when I asked Matt, who's the manager of Central Library, not realizing he was such a College World Series fan, and I was like, oh.
You're like, what is that? Yeah.
I didn't see that from you. I didn't really see. I mean, it's interesting. So he recommended The Art of Fielding by Chad Harbuck, which is a fiction book. I'm hoping I'm saying his last name right. So the book is set in a small liberal arts college in Wisconsin and follows the lives of 5 characters who are all connected through their love of baseball.
Huh.
I know. And he did say, I will say there's a warning because there's like a relationship that is, a little like, oh, we don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah. But just a little bit more about the book. The main character of the book is Henry Scrimshander, a talented shortstop who is recruited to play for the college baseball team. Henry is a quiet and reserved person who is dedicated to his craft and spends most of his time practicing and perfecting his skills. However, his life takes a turn when he makes a crucial error during a game that leads to a series of events that change the course of his life.
I feel like, you should read audiobooks.
Yeah.
You should.
Maybe I'll try. So I was like, oh, that's so interesting, Matt. I am totally going to pick that up. So I put that on my TBR, forever. My long
list.
So long. It's so long, which is ridiculous, but I will pick it up. And I think it was published in 2011. So I think I'll have a chance to get it because it's not after this podcast drops, maybe.
Check it out now.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I read this book. Do you ever have maybe I did read this book. I don't really have a strong memory, but I mean, it is Wait Till Next Year by Doris Kearns Goodwin, which I think she maybe published in 2010, if I'm remembering. And it was not an Omaha Reads because it wasn't Omaha Reads yet. So it was, I don't know. I can't remember what we called it back then, but we called it something. So it is a nonfiction. So it's set in the suburbs of New York in the 50s. Wait Till Next Year recreates the post-war era when the corner store was a place to share stories and neighborhoods were equally divided between Dodger, Giant, and Yankees fans. Oh yeah. Yeah. We meet the people who most influenced Goodwin's early life. Her mother, who taught her the joy of books, but whose debilitating illness left her housebound, and her father, who taught her the joy of baseball and to root for the Dodgers of Jackie Robinson, Roy Campanella, Pee Wee Reese, Duke Snyder, and Gil Hodges. Most important, Goodwin describes the eloquence of how the Dodgers leaving Brooklyn in 1957 and the death of her mother soon after marked both the end of an era and, for her, the end of a childhood. So, super powerful book, which I probably need to reread, and then I'll remember that I did read it because that's what happens.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then
I'll put that one on my. I've never heard of that one. So.
Oh, yeah. So I think that's interesting when sports teams actually move from the area. So I
St. Louis.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Wait a minute. Where did they go?
Well, the Rams went back to LA. That's been pretty volatile since. So
yeah,
but it's okay. I'm not really a Rams fan, but my husband's family.
Right. The Cardinals must stay.
Oh yeah, they're not going anywhere.
Okay, good.
No.
Also, my mom grew up very near St. Louis, and my grandmother Florabelle was such a fan of the Saints. She watched every single game.
Mm-hmm.
She was a St. Louis Cardinal fan, a diehard fan.
I mean, the Cardinals are a great organization. I think they get a lot of bad vibes, I guess, lately because they won so much since like 2007. They've won like 2007, I think, 2011. Like they had a lot of winning years, and I think they're kind of like the Yankees in that way. People don't like them anymore, right? They're so good.
Or like the Chiefs.
Like,
right. And that's me, but I'm like, I don't want to hear about the Chiefs anymore. But anyway.
It's funny.
But it's because they win.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, Amy, thank you so much for joining us on the book
Thanks
drop.
for having me. I love it. Yeah.
This was such a great conversation. I learned so much, which that's what I was excited about. Sometimes I come into this like super like, oh my gosh, I don't know anything. I'm going to be like an idiot. But then I love learning from the experts and hearing just the most amazing stories. Love it. And thank you, Jess, because
thank you.
You're always like such a great co-pilot.
I like to talk baseball. I've done the podcast a couple of times, so this time I was just like, oh
yeah, exactly.
Let's talk about that.
And I'm super inspired to come, so I am going to try to figure that out.
Yeah,
maybe we can go together and go get the ice cream.
Oh my gosh, yes.
No, they'll be if West Virginia makes it, you'll have the country roads. That's like their thing.
I know.
And you could get all the swag at the shops outside.
I totally will. Yeah. I'll be singing some John Denver.
Yeah. Yep.
Not well, but I will.
Yeah. It's okay.
Now I have to like text my West Virginia friends. I'm like, did you know? And they probably like, yes, Amy, we do that.
Yeah. They're like, how do you know?
I know. They're going to be shocked that I actually text them about sports.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again.
Yes, no problem.
Every book, resource, or thing that we mentioned that we can link to on the internet can be found in list form in our episode description. So if you missed something we talked about, check out that list.
The Book Drop is produced by Omaha Public Library. Our theme music is Trapped in Amber, courtesy of the band Lucid Fugue. Don't forget to subscribe to The Book Drop on your favorite podcast app and like and follow Omaha Public Library on social media.